with a Buriza. That's what we're going for here. A classic item. Used to be meta. Now it's off meta. It's not the best in slot item anymore. You can get a Buriza for like a perfect amethyst when you trade for one nowadays, especially on ladder too. Nobody wants that. I got mine, a perfect one, last ladder, season 6, for an ist actually. 200% ED. Best you can get on that. It does have a role in the defense too, but like not that big a deal really, right? So check it out. We're on non-ladder now, okay? I brought over all of my gear from my Buriza Barbarian that I made last ladder, which was an awesome build actually. We had like almost, what was it, like 600 almost dexterity on that character. It was really cool. So I literally grabbed the entire inventory for the charms, like everything, literally everything. This was all on the Barbarian, and then even the Mercenary too. So let's start with the Mercenary. Right now, here's the Buriza, right? So we got Buriza, Amazon. And here's the Mercenary first. Just get that out of the way. Metamorphosis, kind of nice. Get the Crushing Blow, little all-res. The Cannot Be Frozen is kind of nice. Obviously, he can't benefit from the Mark of the Wolf or Mark of the Bear, but that's okay. And then Chains of Honor for all res. He gets Lifesteal, damage to demons undead, 2 to all skills. So that's kind of cool. That'll buff up his aura a little bit, right? Let's see, 19, and now it's level 21. So there you go. We made Pride and Ethereal Mancatcher. Rolled 17 on the concentration. And remember, this is all coming off of the last ladder. So we're now in non-ladder. Okay, so he's got, on my Barbarian, I used Blessed Aim for the attack rating, but we have more attack rating on an Amazon when we're using bows, so I got Might, so we can get a little more damage. Okay, for us, inventory. Check out the charms, man. Charms are really good. We've got 6 here on this large charm, 6 here on this one, 5 with life, 4 with 5 dex, though, on that, 6 with dexterity, 10, 9 with 6 dex, 10 with life, 10 with some poison, 10 with run walk, 9 with some dex, a 16, 19, 10 Annie, a 12, 19 torch. Then we have 3, 3, 3 with magic find, 3, and 3. So very, very nice physical damage inventory. Razor Tail gives us more damage. So even though the Buriza has 100% pierce on it, the Razor Tail is still the best in the slot for damage. 15 dex, 10 max damage. Wisp Projector, Lightning Absorb, little magic find, but it allows us to do the trick of equipping the Oath, summoning the level 16 Heart of the Wolverine that is on the Oath, and retaining it when we unequip the item, right? So the Wisp Projector has level 5 Heart of the Wolverine. Sorry, I said Heart of the Oak. I meant Heart of the Wolverine. And as long as we have the Wisp Projector equipped, we can retain the charge of Heart of the Wolverine from the Oath. Okay? On swap, I do have a Wrath Bow that can proc Decrep and Life Tap. On the Barbarian, I was using dual-wielding Beast and Lacerator, and that was helping against bosses, you know? We can't dual-wield on the Amazon, so I'm just going with Wrath Bow on swap. Alright, check out the Buriza. 200% enhanced damage, 35 to dexterity. It's got Deadly Strike because I put a low rune in it. Gore Riders, more Deadly Strike, Crushing Blow, Open Wounds. High Lords, attack speed, more Deadly Strike. And Enigma and a Breastplate, which is great, 30 strength required. Actually, I kind of like the look of it on Amazon too. Not bad. Check out these Blood Gloves we got last ladder. 10 increased attack speed, 3 mana steal, 6 life steal, 10 crushing blow, 14 life, 20 lightning resist. Wow. Raven Frost with 20 dex. Okay. So here's the tiara that I also made last ladder. You've never seen this before. This is not a rune word. It is not a unique, it's not a special rare. This is a Jeweler's Tiara of Nirvana, meaning it has 4 sockets for jewelers, but a tiara can only have 3, and any helm can only have 3 maximum. So it's got 3 sockets, and Nirvana means it rolled dexterity. And on this one, it rolled 30 dexterity. So the jewels that I put in here are all very nice jewels. So look at this, 3 to 15 damage, 4 to 3 attack rating, 3 to 297 lightning, 48 to dexterity, replenish life 3, lightning resist 26. So our lightning resist is 49 with the wisp projector with some absorb. We have negative 32 cold with Raven Frost for absorb. So fire's kind of low, poison's kind of low. Kind of a bummer on those, but oh well. Now, the Heart of the Wolverine, we were able to sustain him easily on the Barbarian because we had Battle Orders, we had Shouts, we had Leap, where we could knock back things. So we could keep that guy alive quite easily. A little bit trickier on the Amazon. So if it dies, it's just going to die, I guess, and we're not going to be able to do too much about it. Let's go to Frigid Highlands and check it out. So here's some multi-shot damage. I did max multi-shot. I maxed Guided Arrow. I maxed Strafe. Okay. I've got 20 into Penetrate as well. 1 point wonders everywhere else. I have 16 points remaining. I could go Valkyrie. I could go Decoy. Might not be a bad idea to do that, honestly, just because I could get a little more aggro. But let's just see without it for now. I just kind of want to see how we do. And if I feel like I need the aggro to keep the Heart of the Wolverine alive, then sure. Okay, so this is multi-shot. Here's Strafe. If you can see on the sheet damage, our Strafe damage is 9,168. And that's our attack speed with Strafe. It's really not bad. You can see we're just like everything's dead. There goes Shank. He just died right away. I do have Teleport because we're running Enigma. And yeah, that was that. Just once again on this tiara, if you didn't see this from the live streams, this tiara is bonkers. I've never seen anything like this before. And so I was very proud of this item. Traded high runes for the jewels and for the base and everything. And this is one of the coolest helm pieces I've ever seen in this game. Look at the damage. My Guided Arrow, okay, might is on now. So my Guided Arrow damage and my Strafe damage now, 11k. All right, might is on, 11k damage, all right? If I take this off, we lose 1,300 damage or so from that helmet, which is kind of nuts. This is a Terror Zone. All right, this is Ancient's Way Terror Zone. A little scary on those urns, you know. I put enough points into life just to get over 1,000. And then the rest went into dexterity. And then I put enough points into strength to wield that oath, basically. And you need 163 strength for an upped Buriza as well. Anyway, I love bow builds in this game. I've always loved the Amazon. And it always sucked that some of the bows and stuff just weren't that good anymore. But, you know, like Faith Bow is pretty much the meta. Like, you just need that to be the best you can be. But check this out, man. This is cheap. The bow is cheap, I should say. None of the other gear is. Everything else is bonkers good, all right? But the bow is cheap. So you could get started, and some of these charms actually on ladder and stuff, just plain ones like max damage, large charms and stuff, aren't too bad. And even these ones that have 3 on them, as long as they don't have anything else. Like if they have life on them, it's gonna go up in price. But if they just have max damage, you know, or if they have only 2 to max damage or something, then you can actually get them for quite cheap. So you can get your character up and running pretty well for a physical damage character by just going for things that are just below perfect, you know. Get 2 max damage, get 5 max damage for these just to get yourself going. Trade like handfuls of gems and stuff like that for them, you know. And once again, this is ladder, okay? I'm sorry, non-ladder. I am on non-ladder. Area Summit? No, I don't really need to do that, I don't think. So, but anyway, here's a Terror Zone. Ancient's Way. All those quill rats, man, so annoying. Let's see. Chance to hit in here with Strafe, 92%. We got 22,000 attack rating. If you recall from the live streams when I was playing the Bow Barbarian, we actually had 30,000 attack rating on the build because we had Blessed Aim on the Mercenary as well. And we did use Demon Limb for enchant. I didn't use Demon Limb on this character because I don't think we really need to. But yeah, so that's... You could get more damage out of this, I think, by running maybe Mist, you know, because that also has 100% Pierce. And then you could get rid of the Pride on this character. But I kind of like this setup. I like using the Buriza. You know, once again, it's it's something that's an old school item that is seen as like no longer valuable or something. You know, it's actually not that bad, dude. It's actually pretty strong, and the 35 dexterity that it adds does help a lot too. The cold damage is kind of nice as well. I think it competes pretty well with Wind Force. You know, when I was testing it on the Barbarian, at least, Buriza outperformed Wind Force because of the piercing and stuff. Wind Force is better on Amazon, though, when you have, like, Mercenary with a Faith Bow and all that, because it also has knockback, which is cool. And it does have a higher end damage, but this is not bad. It's really not as bad as people make it probably out to be. You know, like, if you go looking up stuff about it and see people on Reddit talking about stuff, they'll probably make it seem like the Buriza is just absolute trash and should never be used by anyone, you know, and that's not really the case. It can be used, you know, and it is kind of fun to use an old school item and actually make it all right. You can see I'm just kind of walking into these areas and then not really having to pay too much attention. Let me back up a little. So these guys are immune to physical. Let's see, are we getting them? Yeah, I got him. Mercenary died, though. So the reason we got him, though, is because Pride has Firewall proc. So when struck. So the Mercenary can actually proc Firewall. He has lightning damage on Pride. And then I also have cold damage on the Buriza. Lightning damage, about 300 lightning damage here. And there is some lightning damage on this. And there are lightning, level 16 lightning on strike from this as well, and cold damage from the Ravenfrost, you know? So that's the reason that we were able to actually take them down. And then there's the Firestorm from the Hellfire Torch. So those immune to physical guys, right? We were actually able to kill them because of that. So I know we lost the Heart of the Wolverine as well. That's okay. I said that, you know, it's probably gonna die because it's kind of just harder to keep it alive. It has so little life. That would be a welcome change, is that if Heart of the Wolverine had a much bigger life pool, or even was like, you know, just had much greater resistances or something, so it could just tank a little bit better. Or maybe if it had a faster regeneration, or if it was just like straight up, you know, just, it just straight up had like invincibility, you know, or something like that. I think that would be fine. It's just like an aura. I don't see what the big deal is. But look at my damage now on Strafe is 9,800 as opposed to 11k. So that level 16 Heart of the Wolverine was adding 1,200 damage, which is not bad, you know. So look, immune to physical guys with this setup, you know. Check it out. We took them all down, and I don't have amplified damage, and I don't have a bone break. So you might be wondering too, like, well, your helmet that you made has 300 lightning damage, and a Dream Helm gives you 600, almost, right? About there. Why not just use the Dream Helm? Yeah, you could. You get some other nice mods from that, like Confuse and some All Res and Magic Find and stuff, I think, right? But this one, to me, does help a lot because you get 26 lightning resist, you know, and you get 48 dexterity and a flat 43 to attack rating, and that flat 3 to 15 damage gets multiplied by might and pride and our skills and stuff, you know. So you're doing more physical damage and much more attack rating with this. And even though the lightning damage is half of what a Dream Helm would be, I think this is actually better. And also the Dream Helm can roll really low on the all res, whereas this one has a pretty nice 26 to lightning resist on it. That is helping a great deal. So to me, this helmet for a ranged character that, you know, can't use Dual Dream because I have a two-handed item here, to me, this is actually better. This is actually a much better option. And I do like that it is giving me some elemental damage on the top there that I can pair with the Ravenfrost, with the High Lords, with the Wisp Projector, and with the cold damage on the Buriza to give me another source of damage, you know? That's kind of nice. And especially with Strafe, right? Because you're just hitting things multiple times. They fixed next hit delay. They fixed Strafe and how it was missing a bunch and stuff. They fixed all that, so Strafe is in a much better place now too. So it's much better. All right, let's see these more physical immunes. So let's check on those guys and strafe them down. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful, man. So this is how, like, imagine before Sunder Charms, right? How nice would that have been? Pretty good, right? Also, there is Magic Arrow, of course. I could just use Magic Arrow, but I don't even have to. I can just keep continuing to use Strafe if I want to, and we can take them all down with our build. So we're essentially, we know we've got all our bases covered, and that's kind of how you used to have to play D2 as well. As there were no Sunder Charms, so you had to figure out ways to break the immunities. And there was not many, right? There's not too many. Either break them with Conviction, or you had to get amplified damage from a source, or you just had to hybridize the build in such a way and build it out in such a way that would just allow you to at least kill the things that are holding you up, you know? Anyway, so this is like old school, right? Look at that. One volley of Strafe took all those down. This is an old school type build, basically. Buriza, Amazon. We're using just nice jewels and a tiara, nice crafted gloves, really nice charms. So the Enigma, of course, and it just looks great to me. Let's see, how are we doing on time? We're at 17 minutes. So I think we could probably try one more area out. I also haven't even been using my Wrathbow on swap for the decrep. Let's try one more area. Let's go, let's see. Let's just check out Trav. Let's just see how Trav tolerates us, you know? Okay. I love how stuff off screen is just dying. It's like, what if a jaw dropped over there? Yeah, look at that. It's just like stuff off screen is dying. Beautiful. Man, casting frames for Amazon are so bad, though. Alright. Strafe all these guys down. Cool. Alright, let's see. Trav. Okay, let's go to the Trav here. Here, there's a bunch of dudes. Let's use multi-shot. I'm kind of sustaining from... just from my, lifesteal there. I don't really have good fire res, you know. Okay. There's a small charm. We'll pick that up. And there's a couple more guys in here. Nice. Check that out. So that was a pretty painless Trav run with this character as well. Really like that. Barbed club, and then I guess we'll identify the bone weave and maybe this magic ring. And we'll go back to town, have Kane identify that for us. And see what those are, and then that'll be the video. Alright. So, kind of crap on this. 11 max damage, 8 mana steel. The ring is 50 attack rating, 8 dexterity at level 31. 1 to strength on the small charm, and this crappy rare bone weave. 17 enhanced damage, fire res 9, lightning resist 19. Rare armors, kind of tough to find good ones, let me tell you, in this game. They never got the patch they deserved, you know. All right, so that's the Buriza Amazon. I think it's pretty cool to utilize the Buriza in that way. It's nice that you get the 100% Pierce for free. You don't have to invest any points into the skill tree then for that. I still have 16 points remaining, you know? It's like, I don't even know what to put on that. Like, you could do, you know what could be interesting too? Just thinking out loud here. On swap, you could do like a Blood Raven's Charge, which has, I think, level 13 or 16 explosive arrow. You know, it fires those. So you could even just take the remaining points, I have 16 here, and just like put them all into fire arrow, which is a synergy for exploding arrow. And that way you could have some fire damage too on swap. But, you know, I do have the blade bow here with the wrath in it that can just do decrep and stuff, and it has magic and lightning damage and all that. So, but that's some more high runes, you know. But so yeah, lots of options. Or there's Witch Wild String. You get amp damage, you know, on swap. If you do an Atmas, you get more amp damage. I mean, there's lots of options on swap. And if you don't want Enigma, maybe you run Fortitude. Maybe just run the Nauseous Puzzler on swap for your teleport. You get a little bit of faster cast with that too, and you get faster cast with the Fortitude. Not a bad option either. Anyway, that's the video. Thanks for checking out this off-meta build, which used to be probably the meta, you know, which Buriza Amazon, especially when Guided Arrow could pierce infinitely through targets. I think they should bring that back a little too, you know? Maybe like allow it to pierce 3 to 5 times or something. That would be cool. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.